I believe that was number 15, Hua Yang, for East getting his hat on. I think if he had gotten a little more power on that, that ball was in.
Well, the keeper was able to watch it all the way and then jump up high to get it, but a smaller keeper might have had.
Here's Yang once again. Oh, and he had number 39, Josh Olenachek, wide open.
If he make the one-touch tap to the wing instead of trying to go through the players, he might have had an opportunity.
Number 2 for East, Scott Longley, putting some nice pressure from the forward spot. You know, forwards don't think they've got to do anything when they don't have the ball, but that's very much the contrary. They need to put some good pressure when the defenders have the ball.
Well, that was one of the things that I was impressed with when I watched Xavier play. The Appleton attacking line became very, very good at jumping passes and defensive mistakes by their opponents and then taking the ball in quickly and scoring. Many cases when you play forward, especially in the youth ranks, you think you're only an offensive weapon and you really don't play any defensive play on the field.
In fact, our summer team, Homework Incorporated, we had Jeremy Stanley join us for the last 3 years of his career. And that was something that Jeremy wasn't used to. Jeremy was used to sitting on top, waiting for the ball to come to him. And that's one thing we impressed upon him, is the need to put pressure. And our last game as a team was against the Neenah FC team that was second in the state cup 2 years in a row. And Jeremy did a lot of hustling out there the last game, which we did beat. We did beat the second place team last game of the season. And Jeremy just looked totally drained.
Longley with the shot.
Nice shot by Longley.
Nice run, good defense.
Good defense by Haight. One thing nice about that is some defenders will pull that player down to do a penalty kick, and Haight did a nice job of putting enough pressure to force Longley to put a shot on where the goalie knew where the ball was going.
Well, so he took away some of the angle of the shot.
And that's all you want to do. You just want to take away some of that angle so the goalie's got some feel where that ball's coming from. That's an excellent play by Haight.
We have a throw-in coming by number 13 for the Wildcats.
That's Nerv Lee.
Ball goes deep towards the corner.
Lee getting the ball up to Olenachek.
Pushed by Olenachek.
Put a lot of pressure on, but then pushed off with his hands.
Looks like a foul on Olenachek, and that's a mistake that forwards shouldn't make.
You know, we talked about defenders, that they shouldn't make fouls near the 18. There the Olenachek had the defenders pinned and then caused the foul to give him a free kick.
And keeper there for the East team lets it bound out of his hand, and luckily it didn't bound either out of the box or to an attacker.
There was a nice no call right there by Chick Hawkins. The player from East got tripped, and Chick, seeing that East had an advantage, put the play on. And a lot of parents scream when a foul's not called, but that was an excellent play or call, or no call, by Chick Hawkins.
Well, some people don't understand the nuances of the advantage rule and don't realize that the referee, by not calling that foul, he's actually helping their team. But some people will get a little vocal. We've heard some of those at contests we've been a part of.
In fact, one thing I'm trying to do when I referee is I try to delay my call a second or two just to see what happens. Now, some people might get mad for not calling it right away, but just want to make sure that I'm making the right call and seeing if an advantage is gained.
East has been struggling to get the ball out of their defensive end here. And, you know, instead of the white attack that we were seeing quite a bit, they're now playing more of a defensive role here as West has taken more possession.
And really, West is not a team you want to play just defense with, because West normally doesn't get that many offensive opportunities. If you give them too many, I think they're going to start getting excited a little bit more. Probably the best strategy for East is to get it in the West defensive half, and leave it there for the rest of the contest.
Well, with a 2-0 lead, they surely would like to do that, but they haven't had a lot of offensive thrusts here.
And West is doing a nice pressure job.
Oh, ball's out in front. And step or two either way could have been a shot on goal there for the Wildcats. Again, this presentation is brought to you by Wistar Sports. Our games are shown throughout Green Bay area, Appleton, and throughout the Fox cities. If you happen to be in Neenah Menasha, it's on Time Warner Cable 2. And if you happen to be in Appleton or any of the other areas around Green Bay, it's on Time Warner Cable Channel 4.
Boy, number 16, Ilya Savilenchny, was wide open on the near wing over here. The Green Bay West defender decided not to go after him. East could have had a nice breakaway there.
Well, too often the focus is always on the side where the ball is located, but the weak side attacker, in many cases, is the one that can create the most damage. I know in our offensive scheme, we would try to use the outside halfback and the run that they make in space out there as one of the offensive weapons.
As we always do, we try to keep that outside nice and wide and hope that our teammate will cross that ball into a streaking wide open guy on the outside.
West again tries to push the ball back in, and East struggles to get the ball out of their end. You need is a quick one-touch clearing kick to get the ball up the field. They have the speed, and they have some of the attackers, but they just haven't been able to get that into an attacking position. West with the throw.
Well, and as you mentioned earlier, West is a smaller team, but they do have a lot. I would say overall they have a little more quickness. Certainly East has quick players, as we saw in those first two goals.
Yes, we did. But East is trying to play the ball straight up the middle channel, and you're playing it right into the foot of your opponent's sweeper. As players that have played for me know, that's what I call the funnel on the field. And if you play it into the funnel, all you're going to do is get that ball kicked right back out. You need to use the corners, create some opportunities by some of the crossing passes you make.
Ty Kong back into the lineup for Green Bay West.
Kong, number 5. Ty comes from a very, very good family. His mother, I know, works 2 or 3 jobs to help support the family. His father recently was coming back from I'm not sure if it was a heart attack or stroke, but he was definitely disabled severely by the medical situation he had. And but it's a good, close-knit family. His sister, as well as his older brother, Cy, play soccer, and the family's always there to provide that support. Good quality kid, nice family to be a part of soccer in the Green Bay area. Ooh, shot. Keeper grabs it just as it approaches the goal line.
Cambu Tao once again.
The shot from the outside by West. Keeper is the young man who had been their backup keeper, I believe. Their original keeper was Chris Campbell, which we happened to see during the Green Bay East contest. Longley knocks down his opponent, number 2, from the opposite side, and there'll be a free kick for West here. West with a long kick. Cross in to his teammates with a tap to the far side. Number 35 on the ball, trying to save possession before it goes
Goal kick.
over the line.
It's King Kong trying to control that ball.
We're at about the